Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the stream. So today we're going to continue doing this cave that I did during the last session. There is some slight changes since last time. I probably spared about 20 minutes to just touch up some things and change it how I wanted it to be. So what I've added is this staircase. I quite like it. Ah fuck, it's him. It's me, alright, it's alright. Yeah, so I've done that. I've got rid of the bridge that was here, that wrapped around here, because I didn't like it. It obscured the view of this drill, so if you were to come in via this direction, like, that drill is supposed to be a centerpiece to the room, and you couldn't see it. Like, it was completely obscured by the bridge, so I've got rid of that. I don't want it there. Hey there, Clay, how you doing? Hey, I tried bridge, but it was just made of, like, this really strong metal, so it didn't work. So I went full Hulk on it and just smashed it. Anyway, so yeah, I've added this staircase. I want to do a secret area underneath this staircase, which we'll do later. And I've also added this staircase here going up and round, which replaces the bridge, which takes you over here, which will be where that minigun is. There you go. So this is a totally optional path, you don't have to go this way. It's almost like borderline secret, I guess. You've not really got any reason to go here, but that's fine. Hi there, Agent how you doing? So today's stream, my plans are part 1, add a secret under these stairs, and part 2, change that green light into like a tech base area and start building it. I don't know how far I'm going to get. This tech base area will go up over to this way, it'll go upwards and then across here, taking you up to this area where a keycard's going to be. This keycard here will be the one that's needed for the end of the map, the drill, over here. So I'm trying to, or in the meantime I have been trying to sort of theorise a way that the player could access that in like a more interesting pathway, and the conclusion I came to was now that I don't have the bridge here, I could build a tech base area which uses that keycard, which basically is just like a short path through here, which sort of guides you in that direction. Because it uses that keycard, it sort of tells the player, hey, you should probably go this way, which will guide them this way. Maybe they'll get some goodies, they'll come through here, hopefully navigate their way back to the drill, knowing that that's the keycard they need. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. It's going to be a bit difficult, I know that much. Hi there, Neverness, how you doing? And H-Nots, it's good to hear you're doing better. I'm very glad. Life sure can be tough, eh? So, yeah, this here, this underneath, I was thinking what I could do is if I grab the undersides of these two bits, I can split them. So we've now got a vertex that's in line with here. And we can join them. If I come out into the grid mode, just to make sure that's a perfect line, which it is. So if I join them, we've now got this sort of slice here. So if I was to grab these two, I'll come out of this mode so I can see what I'm doing a bit better. I can isolate those now, take them away from this section. What I'm going to do is I'm going to combine and join those properly. I'm going to delete one side here, and then I'm going to build this side first and sort it out, basically. Proteus will feature branching optional stairs. No one player's vertical traversal of a level will be the same. Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, so the idea is just, it's a small area underneath here. Now, the way you're going to access it is going to be a bit different. So, basically, the way I want this to go, if I was to grab this and bridge this, I can grab this surface here, then grab these surfaces, bring it up. So we'll have this little like box underneath, basically, a little room. And what I want to do is have a window here so you can see into it, but you can't access it. You'll see I don't know, a good item. Maybe it's some armor. Hi there, Conjono. To be honest, by the time you play the game, hopefully you'll forget where they are, or at least how to get to them. So yeah, the idea here, if I take that one off, would be make these two into some kind of window. if I go and just get all my materials and everything else up so I know what I'm doing. So browser, there you go. Get everything how I like it, then carry on. Man, I'm so tired today. I went to a concert last night, saw Alexisonfire. Such a good show. Really, really good show. If you're a fan of that band, now that they're touring again, I'd highly recommend you go see them. Let's have a think. So, I'm going to try the grating first, I think. And what I'm going to do, whoops, is slice it in half. Oh, okay. And the reason for that is because the textures are slightly off. So if I set all of them to local, you'll see this side here cuts into the wall, and I'd rather it's originated at the wall there and joined nicely together. So now that's a bit more seamless, although the vertical side of it's gone off. Let's sort that out. Sorry for the background noise, by the way, it's just way too warm in here if I don't have the window open, so... and the fan on. Yep, that's it, Alexisonfire. That's how they're said. I always used to think it was Alex is on fire until I saw like one of their music videos years and years ago. Very good band. In my opinion, anyway. But yeah, now I'm exhausted. Although, one interesting story, I did pick up a girl's number. So, who knows, maybe that'll turn into something. I doubt it, but... gotta be in it to win it. Sweet. Right, I'm going to rejoin these. Just going to do a little slice down the middle, just to break the texture up a little bit. And it'll also help me add like a little light fixture on the top. I don't know, H-Knox, probably. I mean, I actually know someone, or used to know someone called Alexis, so... it's not an uncommon name, per se. 3 by 3. Cool. And if I extrude that -1... actually, probably 0.5 will be good. We now have a good little slot for a light. Which will allow us to draw some good attention into this room. And just so it's a bit more evenly textured. I'm going to slice this up a little bit. There we go. Seeing that one trim there on that texture, because of the sizing of it, makes me want to do that on purpose, so I'm actually going to do some slices across here. 1, 2. Can come down a grid size. Oh, up I meant, not down. Join all this up. There we go. Sweet. And what this will allow me to do is put some colour in here. Yeah, I like it. Right, let's get this in the centre of it. I'm a sucker for smaller amounts of symmetry. Ah, I see, it won't be symmetrical regardless how I do it, unless I come slightly off the like blocky grid. That looks good though, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's grab these, duplicate them and flip them so we have some inside grating. Gonna have to redo that alignment now that it's on the other side. There you go. Perfect. And because we've got these grating here, if we put some strong lighting in this room, it should hopefully like put some bars out here, like lighting bars, which would be nice. So let's go get a light, smack that in here. I want it good and bright, so this intensity is quite nice. Oh, look at that. That's definitely going to draw your attention towards this secret. But not necessarily how to get the secret. So the way I'm thinking of it is basically this will have like a pathway coming out of here, originating from the tech base. So it's quite a roundabout pathway. And then I'm not sure how I want to do it, but... So, this is where I'm thinking I'd like, or I'd really enjoy having a teleporter in the map. But Proteus doesn't have teleporters yet, so I could have had, like, this box come out to be in line with the stairs there, like that. And this could have just been a teleporter. Hello? So it could have been something like that with a teleporter pad. But we don't have teleporters yet, so let's not worry about that. The option I do have in mind, though, is these bars. If I was to grab them all and isolate them from the main structure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can grab them all. Let's see, come out of the game mode for a second. I need to join them so they're actually one entity as well. In fact, it's probably smarter if I just completely get rid of one side and do the other first. So, what I'm thinking is if this had like a little top frame to it. Wait, is one of them on world still? No? Okay, well I could just do locked and then everything will be fine. Locked, there you go. So if I was to bring this down, and then because they're joined, it thinks it's like a solid piece rather than going around. Right, okay, so these two pieces here could become just some trim like that. So if I do the same on this side. Now I know it's paper thin, which is something I might have to do something about. In fact, I can. There you go, it's got some density to it now. So if I grab these, join it up, and then just bridge the top parts. So if I grab this surface and this surface, whoops, that one, and bridge, then do these two and bridge it. I could have it so this lowers into the ground like that, letting you out. Yeah, that'll work. So once you come into the secret, those two sides open up and you're allowed free access out of the box. That'd be an interesting setup, Obit. I do bridge button. If you scroll down on the stream, there should be, in fact I've got the Twitch stream open here just to make sure it's going okay. There is this bit here. And that was Fight version 3 from Grandia, I believe. Was it from Grandia? I don't know. But yeah, the whole thing's there and you should be able to get to my playlist for it as well, I think. Yeah, if you want to do that on your own streams, that's one of the extensions. It's really easy to set up. You just hook it up to your Spotify by logging in. Oh, we're going there. We're doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, isolate. Get the rest of this. Turn it into trims. Do more bridging. I'm going to try resetting these to local instead of locked, because I think it will fit better vertically now. And it does, look at that. Solves all of my problems here. I don't know what I've just done. Okay. Much better. And it also now has a side here. So what I'm thinking, I'm hoping this won't be too shallow, is my only concern. So if I was to grab all of these, don't have any reverse sides yet, so that's fine. If I lift that up to be there, so it's just one piece off, we could have a new floor in here. Let's see. This will be nice. Is yellow a little overkill here, do you think? Ideas have been struck. So I'm just slicing this up into a grid. And now what I'm going to do is move that grid along so we just have an outer trim. What I'm going to do is grab all of that and set it to local so it's just automatically aligned based on the shape. And then the center one will be the default color. So we've got like a nice trim. And maybe, just maybe, I could get away with a small indentation. This is maybe going against Prodeus's thick by nature status, you know, that small indentation there. But it looks quite nice, so I think I'll be able to get away with it. And also I don't want to have to manipulate the cave floor here too much. Actually, sod that. So this can go down like that. Let's do the cave floor bit. So if I just slice this, is that attached to the wall? It's not good. Sweet. So if I align this to the staircase, it'll look cleaner on the auto map is what I'm thinking, so I should do this anyway. That needs to line up in that corner there. Making a lot more work for myself trying to be this clean with the auto map, but it's a good bit of practice to do, so. Kind of known for being this clean on the auto map in Doom, so I might as well keep that trend going, right? So what I'm doing is just basically grabbing the line, slicing it in half so it's got a new vertex on it, and then positioning that vertex accurately to where it needs to be. Hey Neverness, thank you very much for the host. There we go. So now I can do whatever I want down here, so this could be any arbitrary depth, although I don't want it too deep, because it would be a bit janky in terms of movement. So I did have it that thin, which is silly, so if I have it double depth it won't feel off too much. And now I could grab these, make them yellow. Boop! How long did it take for me to get used to this editor? I don't know. Not long, really. I mean, my first map that I worked on, the Toxic Waste one, that was the thing I started learning with. So, to be honest, like, I just sort of learned as I mapped and got on with it. And, I don't know, I'd probably say about 40 hours before I felt comfy. Like, really comfy. But that's because I'm unlearning a lot of my habits from Doom Builder and such. But honestly, I feel like if you're coming in fresh to it, like you've never done like extensive mapping for another engine, then it'll probably take you, I don't know, it might be quite an investment, like 25 to 50 hours, but in terms of an editor, that's really short. That's a really short amount of time to get used to it. If you're coming from another editor, I think you'd be able to pick up everything you need to know, the basics to do a good map in 5-10 hours, maybe less. Like I already, as soon as I got into the engine, I'd say after an hour of like learning the hotkeys and stuff, I was already able to make elaborate geometry and all that sort of stuff quite easily. So as far as editors go, that's a very, very, very short learning curve. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be scared about it if that's what you're worrying about, like, how intense is it to actually learn. And the idea that we've got going internally is that we're going to do a bunch of tutorial videos built into the editor itself, or something along those lines. Don't know exactly what path we'll go down, but something like that is the plan. that's not attached to the other bars yet. So I'm going to do a kind of test, I guess, which will be... So if I merge these into one piece, I can just control them with one single mover. Or, yeah, I don't have to parent each piece to a mover. So if I make a mover here, doesn't matter where it is, just anywhere. And I lower this, so minus... How much was that? That'd be 2.75? 2.75? Perfect. So yeah, if I have that lower 2.75, that'll go into the floor. We parent these to the mover. Did I seriously not merge the whole lot? Okay, now it's merged. So I parent the whole lot. So this line comes from the middle of the two because they're merged, so it's origin point, the center of the two is here. And then I'll get a trigger. So the trigger would be like a... Actually, I don't even need a trigger, I just need the item. So if I have, say... Let's go for a armor. A nice chunky armor here. We're going to kit the player out. And we're going to do some armor shards with it as well. Yeah, I'd say that. So that's a whopping 70 armor. That's pretty chunky, that's comfy. And if you grab the... In case the player has full armor, I don't want the armor to be the trigger, just thinking about it. Because if they have full armor, they walk in here, they can't trigger the exit. Are there area triggers? Yes, there are, so I'll show you that now. So if you go into functions, you've got all these different things here. I should probably make the box bigger so you can see it, but down here there is trigger. You put that wherever you want, and by default, its like default action is an area trigger. So you position it where you want it. It's the center of, like where the entity is the center of the hitbox. You can choose its size. So I'm going to say like 2x2x2. I'm going to encapsulate the armor here. So as soon as you walk towards that armor, this trigger will go off. If I move this window just so I'm not blocking it too much, you'll see. So we've got the trigger size here, like the X, Y, and Z axis. You can say only the player can trigger this, so other stuff can trigger it as well. I'll leave that as ticked. So I'm going to trigger on enter, so when you enter it, it does this. Don't need to trigger on exit, we don't need to press use, you don't need to look at its center. Wait for trigger is for switches and stuff, I'll go into that when I do some of those. And then trigger time, so I only want it to trigger once, so I'll type in 1 here. And I don't need it to show the message because it's not a switch, so there you go. Then all you do is you hold T, which is the trigger hotkey, and you click on the thing that you want it to trigger, or the things if you want multiple things. So I'll trigger this mover will do its thing, and this is parented to the mover, so this understands when the mover is triggered, do what the mover says on this like structure. So if I play from here, we could get a good look at the lights, and oh boy, I like them. Let's turn off the pixelation. There you go. So you can see all that armor in there. That's looking mighty tasty. Same again on the other side. So let's imagine that the wall wasn't here. I've just turned on no clip. You come in. As soon as you go to grab that armor, these lower down, granting you access back out. Perfect. Happy days. So, what's next? I'm not going to worry about the point that accesses this secret yet, but I do need to put in a secret entity. There you go. So if I put this mover over here, put the secret in line with it on the other side, just so it's nice and neat, and tell the trigger to trigger the secret. So now when you touch this, it'll say secret found. Play from here. So if I go grab that, see that secret found message? All good. Happy days. Let's have a look at that on the auto map. So you can see the secret area there. You can see the one armor shard I didn't pick up. And what you'll hopefully be able to do in the map is, so if I go back to the editor and move where I start, outside of there, it'll do. So I'd be able to look through here, I can see that wall, obviously that, oh I pressed the wrong button. So I can see that wall, which obviously will be the passageway, so what you could do is, like look in there, get a rough idea of where it goes, and say there's like a tunnel here, so you'd actually see the pathway to go through there. That'd be your hint towards where the secret is, or the access to the secret is. We'll see how that goes though. Yeah, the auto map's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's not reinvent the wheel. I'm thinking we actually reuse this entity, this door, in full. That way it's nice and consistent. My only concern is this door's on a 45-degree axis, so I'll have to reshape the rocks over on the other side to make it work. Why is that merged with the rocks? Oh well. Life goes on. Try and grab all these entities here. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 2 smoke entities touching each other here. Maybe not. Grab the movers. And grab that light there. That should be enough, and I'll just delete what I don't need. So, there's 2 ways I could do it. I could duplicate it on the spot, or I can hit Control C, hold Control V, and click. Bang. Actually, this could work really well as a 45-degree angle. Well, not really sure how to reply to that, to be honest. Hi there, Shnox, welcome back. I'm going to move it into the wall there. So obviously I've got some reworking I need to do with these rocks. That's okay. Just going to lift this up and see if I brought any of the stairs along. No, I didn't. Good. That yellow light reaches quite far, that's nice and illuminated. So if I delete this and just replace it with a rock wall so you can actually see what it would look like, roughly. Okay. Next step, reshape this. Let's do a bit of terraforming. Okay, so the idea is this goes here. This one lines up with the other side, which is kind of hard to see right now. Okay, so this top part here really isn't needed. That can go. There you go. Obviously I'm going to do more of a frame to it than what we've got here, but it's a good starting point. Bridge those pieces. Hi there. I screwed you up. How did I do that? It's probably just a case of it's gone convex, so yeah, cool. And I want this to have more visibility, so I'm going to bring this over this way. As with this one, oh, there's a line there I didn't select. There we go. Just going to align this one to the grid a bit better, just so it's easier to manipulate later. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to merge these first. But then I can bridge them once they're merged. Bridge. There you go. And for some reason this didn't bring along the reverse face. Nice. Not that you'll ever see that, because the door will be in its way the whole time, like that. Okay, so in theory, if I play from here, I'm going to go to use it. It works. Oh look, I've missed the frames for the computer screens as well. That's easy enough to fix. Let's go double check what texture I used. It's all the way on the other side of the map. To be honest, I could just... yeah, fuck it. Copy. Whee! Pasta. Line that up in center and drag it in. There you go. Now, it's come to my attention that this is the yellow key, and everything in this map is very yellow. So I'm actually going to change that key color. So this triggers the two smokes, the mover, and a camera shake. So I need to remember that. Alright guys, blue, green, no, blue or red, blue or red. Pick one first to say something, picks the key colour for me, blue or red. There's a lot of red there, okay, red it is. Bled. That was a resounding decision for red. Cool. Right, so we've got a red key card here. I'm just going to drop the player here, make sure that the functions over there work when you pick up the key card. They do. Whee! So, despite everything in the level being yellow, that section over there is going to be red. I'm going to make it like a little red tech base type thing. That'll be a big clue that you need the red key card for it as well. So, I love all the sort of parkour you can do in this. Oh, I wonder if you can do that. That would be a very interesting... it's not even a sequence break, that would be the wrong term, but... I wonder if I really try to push for it. I'll just no-clip back up to save time. And I'll turn off the AI so they don't try and kill me. I'm going to try and get right to the edge of that rock. Bounce off it. Oh, damn. And land on that light fixture's inset there. Nah, I don't think you can. I want to make sure you can even land on it first, actually. If I fly up there. So this tiny bit here, you can land here, okay. So if I could land here, could I bounce? I could get across it, if I could just get on that first one. Okay. At the moment, the O2 is indeed permanently an O2, but we have talked about having either other textures with different numbering systems or like wording, or possibly the ability to type your own thing, although I don't know how feasible that'll be. Ultimately, we're limited to whichever system Mike can and will put in place. Right, let's get red up in here, shall we? Some nice cheerful music. Does that not just massively change the tone of that place? Okay, so we're going to grab a bunch of stuff. Is there anything on this side? Yep. Right, we're going to grab all the lights. Which there are a lot of. And we're going to change the emissive colour of them to red. I forgot the two on the door here. Apply emissive colour. And then these blue screens I think would actually look quite nice in yellow to contrast against it. Just something to be a bit different to it. Or maybe... Maybe orange? Nah, that's too weak. Green would look awful, wouldn't it? Yeah, that doesn't work. You know, I think I'm just going to go for white. That works. Bridge diversity in music tastes is the, I don't know, it's the essence of life. Sweet, I need to realign this because I didn't attach it when I moved all the rocks around. Sweet. There are lines that should not be crossed, okay? Okay. Well, I'll flamboyantly cross them. In spite of you. Right, so I want to do a nice chunky frame to this this structure. I also want to realign that whole damn thing. By one chunk. There you go. Now it's completely in line with the grid, which will make doing tech-based stuff a lot nicer and easier. Okay, so if I'm going to go for a thick frame, we're going to go this grid size, 2 measurements out. Same with this bit, I'm just going to grab all of that. 1, 2. This line here is going to have to come inwards, I think. Yeah, that's good. Just delete that face entirely. And then this one here I'm gonna inset just slightly. I'll delete that piece there. And I'm actually gonna take all this off for a second just so I can lift this up without screwing the shape of the rest of it up. Cool. If I separate this from the rest of the structure, it'll be easier to work with. This one here I'm going to do as... where is it? The crossbar texture. And this one here... not sure what I want to do, but for now I'm going to use the like tech greeble and I'm going to make it red. Okay. So let's bring this up here. And then do some fat chunky bastard like movement with the whole thing. That should be there, up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, if I grab these two, I can move them up. Then I can do the same as what's on the bottom, so there's that sort of separation there, and this goes up to the ceiling. Yeah, that tech greeble doesn't work for me there. It's not so good on a 45-degree angle, unless I do world diagonal. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Except because this is sloped, it's not good. Yeah, you can. There's some intricate stuff for you, although that's actually by Jason, not me. Okay, I know what I want to do here. Oh yeah, is that... I am getting much faster, definitely. Definitely. We're going to go for another indentation. And here I'm going to separate those. I'm going to duplicate them. And I'm going to do a small extrusion. Twice. Actually, once. Isolate. Duplicate, extrude, connected. Right, so this first one in front is going to be the grating. And we're going to set it to world diagonal, or local diagonal, sorry. Then this inner one, which is difficult to see. That one there. I'm going to grab all of that, and we're going to make that this tech base over here is going to be a little bit different. So if I was to go for the energy field, I'm going to apply that and I'm going to make it red. And then the backing behind it I'm going to make black, just so it contrasts heavier against it. Nice, I like it. And then what I can do, so if I grab all this, I'll merge it so it's just one piece, and I'll grab the additional layers that are behind here. Going to combine it, merge it all, so it's all just one big piece now. So if I was just to click it, I can move the whole thing across, which is exactly what I'll do here. Next step is grab all of this, duplicate it, and I'm going to line it up with the doorway itself. Oh, would you look at that, I'm getting messages. Cool, so if I was to grab this ceiling and delete these extra pieces I don't need, nice. So there is one issue here which we can see through that part, and that would be because these aren't bridged, which is simple enough to fix. And that also highlights an issue with these ones. Oh no, they just weren't attached, were they? Oh, of course, yeah, I cut it from halfway. Right. Yes, H-Knox. I'm thinking of going to go see them in August. There's a gig local to me, and there's other like sort of mathcore and prog bands and stuff there, like Rolo Tomasi, Agent Fresco, Monuments, so on and so forth. Right, this one can be extruded outwards by one. Boop. Maybe 0.5. And then this line here, we're going to go down until it connects to the wall. And then we'll delete the extra faces we don't need, like this one and this one. And this could be a lighter texture. So if I go back to my main texture list here, we'll use that trim there. That's one oppressive doorway. What do you guys think? If I was to carry that sort of theme in with the energy and stuff on the inside, as well as more of those like lava pumps and stuff from the other area. Sweet, so if I was to just play from here, I'll just run out of the way. So say I came up here, I just want to see what sort of impression you get. So the first thing you see is where you need to go, the red door. I like that, that's straight in your view. And as you turn left, you'll see this nice big drill as well, cracking away doing its thing. One thing I was thinking of doing, and I don't know how difficult it will be, is basically some like cracked floor around here revealing lava underneath, around where the drill's drilling into, so the drill's quite literally drilling into lava. That would then also explain all these embers a bit better. Obviously I need to make this use a red keycard, but that's not exactly difficult. Cool. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this to use the red keycard, which will take 2 seconds. That's the trigger. I just tick the red button here. Done. Make sure that does actually require it. Boop. Red key required. Oh, come on, it's not exactly like it's a unique theme there, Clay. Oh, did you see that? We've got some floor here that shouldn't be here. So what's happened is where this shape has gone convex, it sort of goes in on itself. The engine doesn't like that too much. So all you have to do is just sort of join a surface around the area that's a problem, and it tends to fix itself. Just cut a line across. I know you're talking about elementalism as well. I know. Cool, now the floor's actually in line with where it should be. Man, I love that lighting. I really do. I actually want to touch that lighting a little bit. Oh, wow. Cool, now if I go back in game here. Oh, hell yeah. Sweet. I'm thinking that rock surface here, I'm going to cut inwards just a little bit more. Yeah. It just feels like a bit too long, a bit too straight. There you go. Cool. Now, what I'm thinking I might do. Let's think. So I want to do like a repetition of themes. So if we go over to the other tech base, we've got this lava pillar like puzzle, if you will. So if I go in here, and the AI are disabled, so we can ignore them. That's nice, because otherwise that'd be a bitch. So if I hit use on this button, you'll see the pillar goes up, the second pillar goes up, then it goes down and down. I want to do this, but on a longer, like, jumping puzzle, so it's not just 2 jumps, it's like 5 and it's slightly around a corner or something. But obviously be a bit more lenient with how much time the player gets to do the jump. Bitch! Let's turn the models off. Sprite. Model. Sprite. Model. Fuck you. I said, fuck you. I love the fact you can like 2-punch someone's face off or 3-punch. To hell with your arm. Screw the other arm. Get rid of your legs. It's literally just a leg. Ah, he's disappeared. I don't like your leg. Well, I think I'm punching your arm, yeah. Screw the leg. Yeah, you're dead. I don't know what it is, but the individual limb destruction you can do in this game is so fun. Oh no, you fell over. So yeah, the platforming is quite comfy. Plenty of time to do it. At least in my opinion. I'm sure there's someone out there who'd find that hard. So it is, you'd come all the way around here. Smack the 2 switches. Actually, I'm going to get this guy's shotgun off him. Boop. Boop. Thank you. So you'd hit the 2 switches. Oh, I actually didn't hit this one over here. Whoops. Which grant you access here. As you go through, this trap happens where that lowers down and these guys spawn in. Oops. Grab the key, gives you access here. This will also spawn some enemies which will lure you up in this direction over here. Skipping along merrily. Until you get to the door, the red keycard works. And then you just jump into the void and die. Well, you don't die, you just fall forever, but, you know. Once you fall far enough, the sky starts doing some weird stuff. Oh no, I think it's when you go closer to the sky. There you go, the terrain draw distance has happened. There are Fade, yeah. There are. Hence the call on Twitter for a modeler. Like, you'll get all these enemies doubled up as well, because there's a second race, the Proteus race. So, I don't know what we're really going to call these, but at the moment these guys are like the Chaos race, if you will. And there'll be Proteus versions of all of those enemies. There's even a Proteus enemy who can convert them. I'll show you now. So if I go Entities, Monsters... I'm just smacking a couple of imps, because these are the only ones that do have converted versions at the moment. Goes to the Proteus, bring in a Harbinger. Plop him in here. He's not really a big red, we just haven't put the sprite in the game there. He'll convert all those guys into Proteus dudes, which are like enhanced versions of the same one. Also, the Harbinger himself is pretty mean. I'm going to freeze it for a second so you guys can actually get a good look at this guy. So you might have seen him in the trailer and stuff. Go sprite mode. So yeah, there's plans for more enemies, don't worry. And now we'll get rid of these guys, because we're saving them for later levels. Like, I know there's not like a huge enemy count at the moment, but there definitely feels like there's enough different types of enemies to like encapsulate most scenarios I want. From the Doom Bestiary, I'm mostly missing something that sort of parallels like the Revenant, essentially. And that's about it, really. And maybe the Baron of Hell, like a big tanky, slow-moving monster, but at the same time, like, you don't need it. You just put more big reds in and we're done. Okay, let's have a think. I've got so much gameplay I need to work on, so I need to do all of the gameplay for this cave area. I need to do everything that goes around this cave area as well. Then you've got everything in here already done. So this is the first piece of proper gameplay in the map at the moment. Then I was thinking once you get up here, I was going to spawn a couple of dudes here just to be an annoyance. And also some in here. Then this bit's okay, everything here is fine. Once you get the key, we need to spawn more dudes out this way. Then I've got all the gameplay to do over here. In fact, I've still got a lot of geometry I need to do in this area. This bit's way too dark and bland at the moment. This stair set and that red piece there, the like tech base entrance, is definitely helping on the lighting front, but we need more. And then at the moment, like, you can't even jump up these surfaces; they're just slightly too tall. So I need to do some like extra geometry just to give the player access out of that pit. Because at the moment there's like no way. Actually, you can jump up on this pillar, but there's not really a way to get up onto this stair set here, for example. Nah, you'd be able to do it, Fade. It's just more of a challenge. I know it's not really intentional, but I like the fact that this is half, like, divided twice for every one there. It's interesting. Okay, right, I'm going to take a quick break. I actually haven't had breakfast today, and now I've finally kicked in with some serious hunger, and that's fine, so I'm just going to go get a snack so I'm at least able to continue streaming. Go for it, AZAT, that's fine. I'll leave you guys to chat amongst yourselves. I'll be gone for about 2-3 minutes, so it won't be long. And then we'll get started on the inside of the tech base. Woo! Right. Where is my BRB screen? There it is. Right. Back in a second, guys. for just dummying sake, because I'm going to delete all of this anyway. That's a really ghetto way of doing it, but it works. So you can see the little tunnel inside with the lava. This piston rises up. Yeah, okay, so the drawing I've done is a bit overscale, but you get the idea. So we'll have all these pillars. I think I've selected it. And the idea is you'd have, I don't know, 5 of them. I don't think I'm going to make this room anywhere near this big, but you get the point of the idea with this. God, yeah, I really did oversize this. Cool. I wonder if that's even reachable. That might be a bit too much of a stretch. I might have to be like 7 pillars at that length. Oh, that was very tight. But yeah, that could be doable. So I think if I made it 6 pillars instead of 5, it'd be comfy. Got to think of those like console players and stuff who won't be anywhere near as dexterous. Get a few of the lava inside. I'm thinking what I could do as well is, like, this would be split up into 3 rooms with, like, windows over the top that you jump through. So maybe you have to go to the end room first, which is over here. Hit, like, a switch over this way, which then opens the windows above. And also opens the door here. When the window's open, we could spawn some bloaters so they fly in as you're trying to like come backwards, which would be pretty cool. Then you can navigate your way up here. Hit the switch, up go the lava pillars, and off you go. There, I failed that one. So yeah, they definitely need to be closer together. But I think that'll work. I think that'll work well, and I think these will be more on theme in this room, given that we're going to go down the red route. And then the end goal is you end up here. You can grab your keycard. You could just circle jump down here, I suppose, if you want to go grab the minigun later. Kind of want to put some purpose on that drill, but it is purely decorative. We'll see. Maybe it could operate as a secret area. So, like, you can't really make that jump. There's no way to get on it at the moment. It's too far away from anything, I believe. I'm sure someone somewhere would find a way, though. Nope. How about... try again from here, but... okay, I see. No, that's actually worse than the other area. Cool. But yeah, there's... you know, there could be like a ring of ammo on here or something, and some slightly convoluted platforming pathway to get onto it. Maybe there could be like a thin rock path going around this bit over here, and maybe that part there is lowered, or I don't know. There's lots of options we could do. Just wondering how jank it would be if I let the player get up on top. If they came from above it and then sort of fell into it. It's a bit pinball-y, isn't it? Whee. Okay. Front. Sorry about the background noise. Motorcyclists is going to be motorcyclists. Really? Thank you. So if you imagine it like we had 3 rooms like that. 2 pillars, window gap. 2 pillars, window gap. 2 pillars, top floor. What is that wall of cards behind me? Oh, let me tell you. I'll move out the way. In fact, let me grab the webcam. This is top nerdery here. That is all 100. I can't rotate the camera properly. All 151 of the base set Pokemon cards, plus the energies. I finally finished off my collection after about 3 years of trying to. Current song was Floral by... oh, no. It was Marsh Partition by Floral, sorry. Yeah, if you scroll down on the stream, you'll be able to see it below. I showed it a minute ago, but I'll do it again. So, over here, on the stream, just below, there's the recently played Spotify tracks, and it was this one here, Marsh Partition by Floral, which is a great band. Let's get that off screen, because we don't need Streamception. And we don't need 4 of me, that's just horrible. Okay, so, I'll keep 1 pillar in here. I'm going to delete the rest. I roughly know the shape of the building I want to do now, so I'm just going to straight up delete the whole thing. Is there any other straggling walls? There is. We'll delete all of those. And that one extra light that we don't need. So now we've got just a pillar in the void. Epic pillar. Right, let's start with the doorway. Get a good sense of scale for this room. I'm thinking, because this room's going to be quite angular and using different shapes, we need to use a tileable floor. So this hex pattern will work quite well. Yeah. And I'll set it to world diagonal, just so it's a bit more in line with everything. Okay, so this line here is nearly in line with the terrain, the pillars, sorry. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5, 6. 5, 6. And we can move this one out by 2 each side. And if we do some sort of pattern with this one... I wonder how that trim texture looks in red. It's very dark, but we could use that. Nice. Okay, so the thought I had was if I was to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could then bridge this bit here, and also bridge this bit here to have like a sort of cone entrance. Don't worry about the textures looking a bit wonky, we can fix that. So instead of the trim, we'll use the crossbar texture. And I'm going to segment these into their own piece, and then the inner one as its own piece again, just so I can work with this a bit easier. So I'm going to grab these 2 points here, get rid of them, and bring that up to here, so it's in line with it all. So you've got a nice triangular piece there. Then do the same on the top one, so I can just delete one, bring this across. Should have deleted the other one, but there you go. Hello Josh, what are you doing? That explains a lot. There you go. Wasn't that hard, was it? So you've got like a more logical structure here, and this could be, I don't know, a light. Actually works quite well. Entities, no, not entities, function, lights, intensity 1, range 10, so it's not so overpowering. Bring this in over here, like that. Got a good doorway. Now we just need to do the same as we've done down here with this one, and I'm thinking it might be easier to just duplicate this and just reposition everything. Let's see, so if I was to wiggle this down to here, love to see me make a mod with a Pillow Blaster, or is that aimed at someone else? It's funny, I'm not much of a mod person. The closest I've gone to a proper mod is Skull Dash, but that was more to introduce a new type of gameplay rather than being an actual mod, if you will. I'm very much a mapper versus a modder. So this piece here, I'm going to use the crossbar texture that I like. Apply the colour. There we go. I feel like this one here looks a bit stretched, so I'm going to slice it in half. Or in fact, if we do it in line with the lighting, it seems to make more structural sense there, so we'll go with that. These, what am I doing? These can come down, really. There you go. To there. Then we can get a nice trim texture in here to be like a divider in black. And I think the ceiling being this tall will be quite grandiose without being too large. And with this one I'm going to use the panel texture there. And maybe this can come inwards just a little bit. There you go. And if we make that white, it'll contrast against the red quite nicely. Nice. What do you guys think? Have that as a sort of underlying style for the room? Isn't this what you mean? Said there about the streamception. Don't know how I missed that a second ago. Having second thoughts about these lights, funnily enough, even though you said that they're nice, and I'll show you what I mean. What I'm thinking, if I grab those two and make them the simple one as well. I'm thinking this could come upwards to here, and then using these pieces. There you go. Can extrude this outwards, delete the extra pieces we don't need. Combine, weld. Bridge, and then bring these lights up into that gap there. Just there's a bit more contrast to it. It feels a bit more structurally interesting. Get that little 02 branding in there. Hotspot vertical. In fact that just works really nicely with that texture. Cool. Oh, I see what you mean, Mizu. Well, maybe sometime. Maybe sometime. But at the moment, obviously, I've got my Proteus commitments to worry about. Cool. Right, so I think... Oh yeah, this is set to trigger all the way over there still. Let's not do that. Thank you. Just going to double check all the triggers here now. So this is parented to this, which is the mover. This triggers this and would trigger something else as well. Normally. They're not set to trigger anything else. Perfect, okay. So I think my first objective would be to put the pillars where I'd see them being best positioned. Okay, I'm going to deselect the mover for a second, just so I actually have the center of this as my grid piece, like the yellow. You see the yellow grid? Want this to be aligned properly to the wall. Just gonna check. Yeah, that's in the middle. How feasible is that as a jump? So I have a feeling that's quite a long distance. It is. It's a very long distance. If I was to move them both one of this grid size each towards each other, would that work well? It's still a bit far. Ultimately, I don't want the jumps themselves to be obnoxiously difficult, so... This will be interestingly in line with the door. Okay, that's comfy. Can I do it without sprint? Almost. Almost. Yes, you can. Okay, that's what I want. I wanted it just about achievable without sprint. The idea is that you do use sprint, plain and simple, but... Cool. With sprint, it's very easy. Whoop. 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 Oh no. Cool. So we're going to have those two there. If I was to just do a dummy wall for now. Is that actually in the middle of that as well? Perfect! There's our room size. Get a better angle to view it, Josh. That makes your life so much easier, so do it. Turns out I did a dumb on this side. It's not quite at the edge of the grid. There you go. Hopefully I can say the same. Yeah, that's good on this side. So if I just bridge this and cap this and then delete the extra section. Should be a decent sized room. Oh yeah, I don't have a red key. Red key required. That's cool though. That works. So I think what I'll do is have the pillars up to begin with, so they're like defense, like you can like hide behind them when fireballs are coming your way and stuff. as you progress through this direction, so I think I'll have this bit open and this bit open, but the middle bit solid. So those two will be doors either side into the next room. Then same again for the third room. Because having a door here would be like uncomfortably close to this pillar. So I'll have one on each side instead. And yeah. We'll get the 6 pillars in, so basically I could duplicate this room at the end. But I first want to build the rest of the room before I do any duplicating. Then these 2 panels can lower down. We'll have like a little walkway that goes up to there. And then the player will be up here. Yes, okay, so the windows. Let's do the windows first. So we're going that direction. And what I'm thinking is this section here just needs a bit of shape to it. So if I grab these and we'll do the crossbar texture again. I'm actually going to separate this off just so it's easier to work with. Don't think thick. Good logic. One needs to be quite funky shapes. That's a very Quake shape if ever I saw one. Yeah, we'll have like a weird window shape like this. It's not really a window, it's just an opening. But it will be closed to begin with. Like a door in the middle type thing. Two. One, two, three, four. Didn't mean to press that hotkey. It's a good opportunity for interesting lights. There it is. Excuse me. Just gonna get on with this and do it quickly if I can. I want to make some good progress today. Doing these triangular bits just so the texture doesn't warp too much. just so it stays consistent with that. Okay, so I've noticed all this floor here hasn't been textured yet, so let's sort that out. Let's see. Where is the hex floor? There it is. We'll set that to world diagonal, just so it lines up with the rest of it over here, and it doesn't because it's probably local. Yep. There you go. That's coming together. Hey, nearing it. I'm glad. There seems to be a lot of excitement for it, which is pleasing to me, that's for sure. But I'm going to delete all these extra verses here that we don't need. And then I need to make some cuts in here. It's kind of hard to tell where that lines up to. There you go. Cuts in here for the lava pool underneath it. There we go. So we've got one square there missing. Actually, hold on. I'm being an idiot. I need to do it around the outer shape. So if we do it to the very pinpoint edges of the square piece, like this piece here, what I can do is I can delete the middle one, and then I can slice this as many times as I need to bring out the vertices into position. I actually did one slice too many. Like that. So now underneath here we've got the perfect cut to match the floor. So it's A, tidy on the auto map, and B, you can see this lava instead of the floor. Okay, so if we grab this, we need 2 slices. Move that up into position. There you go. So that's one done. And what I could do, if I just delete all of that, cut that down the middle there, I could grab these 3 pieces and just duplicate them. Done. Make sure I've got all 3 sides, yep. There you go. So this part up here, I'm not sure how I want to do this because I've got the sloped parts. I guess I'll just go flat, so like that. That one there would be missing because that would be where the player comes from. Actually, I could just do this to signify that for now. But there you go. So that's where the player would come from. There'd be like the stairs going behind it, like coming out of there, going up. Maybe it's a lift. Maybe it's a circular step. Yeah, circular stairs. Cool. Actually, let's separate that one off. I can just do it the whole way across. And to make this a little bit more interesting, I actually think this should be lower down. Whoops. There we go. That's a bit better. So we'll have the switch just here, like on the other side. It lowers into the floor, you can then jump across. We go for painted metal of a red variety. Just going to do a little trim edge to this, like so. Just so it feels a bit more structurally sound, and maybe this could be black instead. Tidy. Am I able to rotate doors on their sides and have them close on cue to make stairs? Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I could build the stairs up, so this is open from the beginning, but the stairs don't go there. So when you open the doors, the stairs build, perhaps. The world is your oyster here. I'm just gonna delete that for now. How is that line even there? There's nothing attached to it. I don't trust that piece at all. Okay, so if this came out and we had like a trim, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. A little doorway. That's quite a crazy door shape, isn't it? Because it slopes inwards. Then it could work. It could work. Turn that one up the top into a light. Alright, Sharks, take care. In fact, this piece here would actually have to go outwards as well. And up one. Because when this comes across here, like that. Aha. Doesn't even line up. Yeah, this is a tricky piece to work with. I'll try and make it work though. I'm not sure I like working on this piece in this sort of sloped angle. Because now this one here is a bit janky because I've gone on the... yeah. I think it would make more sense to straighten this whole thing up. So instead of having this come wibbly wobbly outwards, we sort of go inwards back to a straight line. It'd probably look more structurally integral as well. So then this can cut backwards. Just makes more sense. Get that there. Ay, ay, ay. It's so warm in this room. Yeah, something like that. That'd work. Maybe we make it a little bit more interesting and slope this one in. Yeah, that works. What do you guys think? Oh, am I thinking a bit too crazy again? So, this shadow map here, if I get the lines up, you can see the shaping that builds this like structure. What if we wanted a big skylight in these rooms? So this just goes straight up here. God damn it, it's a 45-degree angle. What do you guys think? Really tall sky ceiling light, illuminating the room mostly? Just how tall is this? So those are 3 meters, that's 1, 2, 3. That could actually be replicated across. It's this exact same shape. Goodbye, terrain. Really? There you go. Could go there. Good, that is the same size, so that works well. Merge all that together. I'm wondering how easy it would be to... I don't know. I feel like the building of stairs would be pointless because it wouldn't be seen. Let's just try something. What I'm thinking is if I do a nice sloped walkway, sorry for the text notifications. Is that too steep to walk up comfortably? How do monsters handle on there? Yeah, I'll test it before I actually commit to it. Running down it feels a bit weird, but running up it's fine. That's comfy. I like it. Gonna have to make these doors work next. I think if I was to delete one, duplicate it across, that'd be easier. So I guess what I could do, what I'm thinking is once the player's in here, their first thing that they're going to see is that entrance in front of them, not the doors to the left. So what I'm thinking is I'm actually going to give them free access up here, and then have this bit be a door that's closed. Hi there, Watpro. And yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do. We're going to go monsters, we're going to get a big red, and we're going to get an imp. And I'm just going to stand over here and get them comfortably. Helps if I turn them on. Yeah, that works fine. Is that imp going to pathfind it? He is. Nice. Well, he's probably going that way because he can do a ranged attack, so he's just trying to think of the shortest path to come to me. Yeah, that's right, you attack the big red. Big red, that's fine. Yeah, the imp doesn't seem so happy about it, but I think that's because he's got a ranged attack. If I come over here, Big Red should make his way down. And that he did. Cool. I'm gonna die, aren't I? No, I'm gonna punch his face off. Brutal. Cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Hey, thank you very much for the subscription. Cheers, what pro? Let's see. That's going to cause problems. The easiest solution would be move this across, I think. Going to get this clean so it's actually nice on the auto map. At least that's the plan. What am I doing here? Just delete that wall altogether. Right, let's move that over to here. Move this line. Nuts. Move this line across just one so it's in line with the top piece up here. Get this one to go in. So much background noise today, I'm sorry. Okay, and then this structure here just needs me to go like this. Plop that in there, delete that. Chunky. Nice and chunky. Oh, but now that I've thought about it, I really want to do the skylight. So we have a shadow map thing here. If for now I just... Where is that from? If I was to delete this face, or not delete it, but shimmy it out the way. And next up, just gonna make this really clumsily to begin with, just to get this working. Not a pain in the ass at all, that positioning. We'll just see how viable this option is. So if we had a big old, like, just rise upwards. Maybe Nevernus? Or the equivalent thing to an arc file, if there is such a thing. I could see it's working, you know. So like, if we cap that, with some big ass glass, I wonder if it would contrast too much against the red thing we've got going on in here. So if I bring the correct type of lighting across, so I need it to be consistent after all. So it'd have this sort of orangey tone to it. And it would have to be above the glass to save for the reflections being on the inside. At what angle would we get the God rays, I wonder? I imagine it would be from the doors this side. I'm just going to turn off the AI. Sort of coming across here, but it's too bright in the room, so not too intense. Still, it's quite nice having a nice bright room like this. Get out of my way. Makes the room feel very, very lofty and grand, and I'm not sure that's quite what we want to go for here. It makes it feel less underground. Yeah, I'm actually going to pass on it. Still, it's worth giving it a little try, just to see. Okay, so, instead, I quite like what I did here where I had the lower piece. Let's just go on a lower grid here and work from that. Set that to, I don't know what texture, that'll do. Doesn't matter at the moment, so I'm going to change it anyway. So if I did this going across, we set these to have indents like that. Where is that light coming from? Oh, are these not properly inside? There you go. Got to keep the light fully contained in that box there. So we could have this sort of structure-y type of thing going on. And we wanted to do those energy beams that we've got on the outside. So this could be the perfect place to do that sort of stuff. Actually. There we go. Cool. So if I was to merge this stuff up as one piece, what I could do is this part here goes minus 0.25, like the other side. Oh wait, sorry, duplicate, isolate, extrude, duplicate. Oh wait, no, sorry, isolate, duplicate, extrude. God, that's so convoluted. Right. Set that to world diagonal. That's not happy being a slope, is it? What if we did local? just plain local. Yeah, it's not happy because it's at the 45-degree angle. Okay, that changes things a little bit. Only a little bit, we can still work with this. So if I select the 2 inner layers and we grab this part, just make it straight. Yep, that's straight. Cool. Do the same over here. Oh, it's way too warm in here. I think I'm going to have a break from the stream in a bit. Go get some fresh air. I've left one of the surfaces out, haven't I? Yes, I have. This is proving very awkward, so what I'm going to do is just delete this. Start fresh with it. That'll come out as a much better end result, I think. How long does this have to come? Just one? That doesn't actually line up there because the slope's an awkward shape. So we'll just raise this until it does line up, which would be there. Perfect. Okay, so if I grab the 2 sides, that separate so it's easier to work with. So these sides here we'd want to be grey to match this platform here. Get this bit in line with that, and I think what we'll do is we'll slice it up a bit so it has some edge trims to it. Like so. So these are the ones that we'll do all the extrusions to. But first we need to do the sides. Like so. Get rid of those pieces. And as before, make them grey. Nice. I'm thinking this should go the other way around, so instead of going inwards, this should be going outwards. Yeah. If we make these red instead of grey then. Right, so the idea, so that's on 3, so 1, 2, 3. So on diagonal it actually is like not quite the same, so 3 across is like the equivalent of 4 tall. It's a bit strange, but it works, so something to get used to as a mapper. So that's got to go all the way across to here, then go 3 more, so 1, 2, 3. And up the top here we're going to extrude those lines across. No, we'll sort all the texturing out a lot better in a minute. I just want to get the actual geometry done first. So these 2 bits here can be those tech greeble. We'll try it in red. Maybe having it at 45 degree like that is pretty cool. We'll give it a soft red glow with the lights. If we line that up for the middle of the room. Make it red, make it intensity 0.5 and its range, I don't know, 30? No, 30 would be too much. Do 15 and just do more of these. actually meant to duplicate that one. Whoops. Nice. That works. Okay, so I'm going to take this side in its entirety. Duplicate, rotate it around, and slap it into place. There we go. So next up, we need to merge it all into one piece. So you need to grab these inner pieces, which is what we're going to work with. I'm going to isolate them so they're not connected to the rest of it anymore. And I'm going to do simple generic panels in black to work with it. So this will be the front grating, so the next one will be a duplicate. We select all the faces and then we do the extrusion. So that's the inner piece. This is where the energy beams will be, so I'm going to isolate that. That'll be the energy beams. If I duplicate it and then extrude it again, that'll be the backing piece that sort of stops you from seeing through to the sky. So this one here, we do the grating and we select it all and set it to world diagonal so it actually lines up properly. Okay, I say lines up properly, but it's not too happy with that. Let's try local. Whoa. Local diagonal. Ah, we're gonna have to split this. That's not too big of a deal though. So we've got a split in there. If I just make sure everything's set to local diagonal, it is. Cool. So what we can do is, face by face, just line this up properly. In fact, you know what, we'll just make it go the whole way across. There you go, something like that. I'd also like to get the chunky bar at the top. It's really hard to see it with that green filter because there's no light here, so give me a second. Make our lives a lot easier, shall we? There you go. So we've got that bar there colliding with the top, so it's easier to sort of create a distinction between the two surfaces. So now this side we're going to do the same. Like that. I'm going to line the edge of that big bar up there, so it sort of connects and looks good. Hopefully it lines up on the opposite side. If not, we might have to make another slice in it. There we go. So does that line up over here? It does not, just as I feared. So what we'll do is we'll divide all that, make sure this is still lined up, because it probably isn't. No. So we get that in place and then just shimmy it across. There you go. So that end's perfect, so we'll just go and make sure the other end could say the same thing. I'm going to bring our light across, just so it's easier to see. Almost there. There you go. That one's pretty much perfect. There you go. Then the last ones are these ones up here. Slightly meticulous, but it just makes the end result look a lot more, I don't know, impactful, in my opinion. And no, we don't. We don't have that as a feature yet. There you go. So we got our bars in place. So the next one is just to grab this, go to the energy beam, and make it red. Oh, hello. I have too much selected. That's better. Done. Delete that. And it's striking. So that matches up with this piece here. So when you come through it feels consistent. Okay. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do to call the end of the stream basically is I'm going to finish this little section up here, just the connector, and then I'm going to take a break because it's too warm in this room. I need to get out of here. I've got a fan on me, I've got the window open, it's just not enough. That's what I get for being on the top floor with this tiny little box room. Maybe I should move my desk into my main room for the summer. I'll give that some thought. Whereabouts are you, Nev? I've completely forgotten. Whoa. That was not what I wanted to do. You're in London. Yeah, it's warm, but like today, isn't it? Yesterday was very nice weather. Driving up to Alexandra Palace, sun blazing down on me. Delicious. It was, yeah. It was good. That's the sort of weather I like, it just not being indoors during that weather. Just trying to think of what I want to do with this piece here. That was very interesting. Huh. Didn't mean to bridge that, but the end result was actually kind of cool. How would a computer look on this surface? Probably ridiculous, but... yeah, I don't like that. We're going to go with that one in white. Yeah, fair enough, Nev. That reminds me I probably should do a workout myself today. Ugh, effort. Okay, this is getting messy, so I'm going to delete one side. Oh. Delete or separate? Separate for now so I can see what I'm doing a bit better. You need the CPU information at knee level. Exactly. Ergonomics 101. Does that look bad where they intersect, or is that okay? Actually, I think that's alright. Depends what the texture is though, doesn't it? So, if I was to use like the simple panel, for example, in white, I want to say that's okay, but I don't feel like it is. So, the solution. If I slice that there, is that in the perfect position? It is, yes. There we go, that's what we need. Something about this isn't right. I get it. I get it. God, that's a little bit confusing. Going for weird shaping there. Then that could be a light, so it works out. I feel like I'm just overcomplicating this entire shape. Typical me. Typical me. How would this look if just that piece was in red and we used a better texture? Shit, that should be black. Yeah, that's better. No hanging wires at the moment? No. I haven't got that sort of texture yet. Eventually we'll have something like that, I'm sure. I think I'm just going to go for the painted metal look here in black, so it matches when it gets up to the top here. It's like this one would be that, as with this. Yeah. So if I bring this across to here, we do the same again there. This goes here. Bring that piece along. The whole thing can just be merged. It's just one piece after all. Then all we need to do is do the edge to this, and this, and that would go to this texture. I feel that works out. Okay, just had to check that side, my shadow map up there. Okay, so this part up here I'm not happy with as it is, like, so plainly textured, so let's sort this out. I'm thinking we go with 2 sets of light trims, one top, one bottom, and also I feel like these long lengths need to be cut in half, at least. So if I grab all the tops and bottoms, oh, I didn't mean to hide things. Alright, there you go. Lights. And to suit the lighting that is up there, we'll make them red. Yeah, that feels like it makes sense now. And I think we need to cut it in half again. So if I take these, we move them across to there. Oh, did I not cut this middle set here? I didn't sort that one out. Cool. So we'll take this one, line it up with the other piece for now so that we can work with them together. So that's 6 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Then these two we could do some like small indentations too. So if I did like minus 0.5. Which would be nice, and then we'll go a bit Doom style here. So with these ones I'm just going to put a trim on it so it feels like it makes sense. I'll do the same on the sides actually. And here we're just going to smack a ton of computers on it. Bang. To vary it up a bit, this one I'm going to split down the middle. So we get different textures on it, and they can show on different colours and stuff. Down there could be green, for example. Maybe I'll split it across here and make this one orange. Yeah, why not? Just gonna grab the edge frames and section them off so I can delete the extra vertices on there without screwing up the other geometry around it. So like this one here, for example, this one here, these ones. And the reason for that is so that this texture here stays like how it's supposed to be rather than getting a bit confused. Shoot, want to reveal a secret? I could make it so only one of them's coloured, but you know, you've just made me realise something. I don't think we have a shoot trigger. Oh my god. I'm going to write that down. Shoot trigger method. There we go. I'll pass that on to the guys when they get back from DreamHack. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this. So the next one is to just delete these 5 sides and replace it with the other half. And for a bit of variety, we'll just change the colours of them. I really don't want one of them being the switch you'd use to actually press as a button. There you go, that's better. Blue is too high contrast from the rim. you go, something like that. Maybe I'm gonna have that screen look like it's just turned off. Yeah, cool. Maybe do the same to that one and to that one. A couple of off screens here and there, no problem. Okay, so this piece we need local diagonal, and that texture works quite well up there, so I'll keep it. And I'll keep using it across here as well. Would help if I could see where that texture is. There it is. Local diagonal. Sweet. Oh, I forgot to bring the top surface across. There you go. Okay, so I just need to create a copy of this, rotate it to the right, drag it across and lift it up. And we are done. I can go take a break to de-sweat. Productive stream though. Can just try the generic panel there, so it's got a bit more variety to it. Wait, hold on, is that one going behind? Is it just that one face? It is, okay. I'm glad I did that because I didn't realise that was the case. I'll do the same down here just to give it some more variety. And I'll recombine and weld those so it works. Do I need to do something to this one, do you think? Yeah, let's do something quickly. If I tried this one, with how stretched would it look? Very. Jeez. That kind of works, but sadly everything would need to be sliced like that to make it work, so... Yeah, they can stay sliced. I think I'm going to come back to this and probably change it later, but for now I'll just do this. Make it red. One idea I just had. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. It's different. feel like these need to match the sides to look okay. There we go. Yeah. That works. Last step is lighting. I really do need to get out of here. Position that here. And we do the same over this way. So we get it lined up with the middle of each of the... Oh dear, you have... Yeah, okay. Okay, I like that idea a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Why did you have to put such a good idea in my head? Yeah, exactly. That's the plan. Let's do it. Where's panel generic? There it is. I don't need to do that there. Quick, more ideas so it doesn't leave. I'll die of heat stroke and dehydration at this rate. Well, that might be a slight exaggeration. Where is the ribbed texture? There. I feel like this isn't going to work well just because this isn't a like perfect measurement. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 instead of like... Oh, it is 8 wide. And it goes up by how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just try something first. If we put all of them going up by 2 units at a time, it won't be enough. But I just need to find a sort of mathematical solution to it that does work. I also feel like they all need to be like deeper. Yeah, it'd be easier if I start over, wouldn't it? So instead of it being 2 wide, it's 3, just so it doesn't look like you'd fall through it so easily. Yeah, I think stairs would be cool because we could do some funky lighting with it. The thing is, if I go up that steep, which is roughly what we'd need to do, I don't think they're player walkable. 1, 2, 3. It might be. It might be. I think it might be slightly too steep for the player to walk up though, which would completely defeat the purpose of the entire thing. So... but that is the perfect spacing between them. Oh, you... really? It let me walk up it a bit, but not sometimes. Yeah, that's right on the cusp of being too tall for the player, so... this is totally going against the thick ethos, but I'm going to give this a try. I've noticed something I'm doing wrong. 1 second. Delete all of those. Basically, I want these textures to be consistently the same, rather than it assuming like different ones on the hotspot. So I need to select it all and set this to locked so it can't change. Trying to get this right is difficult. But we're getting there. I feel like that's slightly off. Because it is. There we go. No. No, they didn't. That's sexy. Hopefully, Jason and Mike aren't like, hey, delete this. It's too thin for Proteus. But we'll see. We will see what happens. It's bigger. I want the small bubbles. And I want the embers area small. And I'm hoping that that doesn't bleed through the wall, but it probably will. How you doing, Amorpha? Slight ember bleedage then. Very little though, so if I was to just move it across. Then the last one, the lights. Right. Let's go down. Just doing this as like a shadow map box for the light to sit in underneath the lava. It's going to be range 30. If I go to map properties, I can get the lava's exact colour. So that's 1, 0.35, oops, 0.35, 0.15. Right, how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you get these like little strips of light coming through underneath the stairs, and oh, it's nice. I had a good night's rest. I'm jealous. Notably jealous. Where's that crossbar? Yeah, that's got the right look to it. Oh yes. Right, let's go play from here. You know, I'm happy with that. Yeah, something like that will offer good work. How does it look on the high pixelation setting? Surprisingly readable. You know, that looks absolutely fine. This is 216p. Give me that sick FOV. Yeah, with pixelation. Whee! Quake Pro. Can't even parkour at this FOV because I'm done. So yeah, I guess to give Amorpha a quick run through what we've done. So this session, wrong button there. So between sessions I made this staircase here. At the start of this session I added a secret area underneath, which currently has no way of accessing it, but that will come in due time. In here is some armour. When you obtain the armour, I'll just play from here so you can see. So if I grab the armour, this lowers down. Let's put my FOV back to normal. So you can come through and access it. Then you can just leave as you normally would and return to whatever it is you're doing. We've now got a red key area. So you need the red keys to come in. So yeah, this has all been added. We've turned the bit that the drill's drilling into lava. Different. Yeah, so if you go through here, ignore the dudes. So what we're going to do, obviously it's unfinished, we've got these lava pillars that we had for platforming elsewhere. We're going to do another platforming little puzzle, so like a time switch thing. So this bit here is going to go through. It's going to be slightly slanted, so the next room will be like angular in this direction, then there'll be another straight one this way. And the idea is that you come all the way over here, you press a button in a room, and it's going to open these window pieces. So this lowers down and that becomes an opening. You then navigate back up here, hit a switch here, which will cause these lava pillars to rise. Then you have to jump across them, through the window, jump across 2 more, through another window, jump across 2 more, then get onto like an upper platform, roughly where I'm standing now, somewhere over here. And from here, you'll be able to then access this part of the cave and get the last key card, and continue onwards to the drill, which is over there. I'll try and make a nice navigation, nice way of navigating to the drill. How big do the maps have to be? To be honest, I'm going bigger than they've asked again. I've been asked to do maps that are roughly 10 to 20 minutes in gameplay, so I mean this one here is probably going to sit at 15 to 20 ish. Yeah, it's all going well. I'm really happy with how this has come out so far, so. To give you a quick visualization, also to leave myself like a little reminder for when I come back to mapping this. We're basically going to have this. Something like that, basically. That's the sort of sequence you'd go through. If I lower this window into the floor so you can see it better. And then duplicate this, just for preview's sake. Obviously it'd be a lot more precisely positioned and, well, it wouldn't be so slapped together, obviously. But the long and short of it is, that's roughly the platforming that you would end up doing. Might do Immorpha, it'd probably be quite harsh though. God, this is going to be so Crash Bandicoot. But yeah, that's the sort of platforming, and it'll be a timed one, so if you hit the switch, it goes like rise, 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 in that sort of order, then they fall back down in that same speed. The only thing I'm going to make sure is that you can't just run to the end one and jump on it before it would have risen, if that makes sense. You need to navigate this way. Trying to think, because it's a bit of a long stretch. Like if you fail this on like the last platform, you've got a lot of running back to do, haven't you? Which is quite a ball ache. I'll be fine. Hi there, Insane Gazebo. Nice to see you here. We've got a few different themes coming up. I'm not sure if I can. You hear that, Carpenter? Yeah, I don't know what themes I can discuss, but I know that one of the themes we'll be looking to do is based on the Proteus race, which are like the blue dudes and the white and blue dudes, so it'll be a more sort of abstract place, very sort of sci-fi-ish looking, strange kind of looking location. I don't know exactly what we're going to do for that yet, but I've got some ideas in my mind bouncing around. And I have a feeling there's going to be some more sort of spacey levels as well, maybe. I'm not sure. So we'll see. We will see. But yeah, like the first episode, the main like staple level to begin with is going to be this sort of tech-basey stuff. So I've gone for this one. It's much more cavernous than any of the other levels. In fact, if I go up here and just oh wait, I'm not in the editor. I'm in the in-game. Which reminds me, I haven't saved this entire session. That could have been catastrophic. There we go. Okay, so if I was to delete this shadow map, just so you can get a good like sort of top-down view, for those of you who are Doom Builder kind of guys. This is what the level's looking like so far. It's getting quite hefty. So if you look at my other level, which I'll go and load up in just a second to show you before I take my break, you'll see like it's much more structured. This one's very organic in shape. Right, let's undo because I want those shadow maps to exist. Load map. So the other map that I've done, sorry about the background noise, 60 I think was the last version, yeah. So there are some cavernous, well not cavernous, but cliff sides that exist. If I just try and delete all the shadows for you. Was that attached to the rock itself? It was. Just deleting the shadow map so you can see a bit clearer from top down. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing it like this. I could just go and get the auto map in game and show you that way. So this one's like much more rigid lines, very tech-based, very 90-degree. And it probably would help if I went under the map and showed you from below, because there's like a whole layer underneath the level of like rooms here. So you get a good view from underneath as well. There's a lot going on in this map, but for the most part it's very very structured. So I thought the cave level would be a good sort of departure from it. Yep, full 3D mapping. I can go under and over it. So if I undo all the changes I made here, smash that button. I might as well dump the player here if I can. And I will make sure the AI are disabled. Yep, cool. So this is the auto map item. If I grab this, ooh, pretty. You can get to see the full map in the auto map, or at least preview it. Let me just move my background so it's somewhere a bit darker. That'll do. So you can see the full level here. There's a little hidden dragonfly up here, which I might have to delete at some point. I don't know. But yeah, this shows where you have been and haven't been. It's like you can see that I've seen these parts here, but you can see I haven't seen this wall behind me yet. So if I go back in game, move myself up here and just have a good look around, suddenly the auto map's a lot more illuminated. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm a happy boy about it. Let's take a jump over here. Lots of layers to this map. I'm going to sort the FOV out a little bit. Boing, go get a key card. Dudes spawn in. Other areas become accessible. Wait, there you go. This was the first room I ever created for Prodeus, so I feel quite proud of it. It works. Probably shouldn't stand in the acid though. Oh yeah, the movement's really nice and speedy. Screw you. No falling damage because, you know, that's what we want in life. That dragonfly reminds me of my Order the Odonata map, was it? Please do. Thank you very much, Gazebo. I'd love to see what you could do in this engine. With your mega structures and all that sort of stuff. Classic secret areas. Let's go. Whee! Completely optional extra area. With armors hidden down here and extra enemies to kill and windows you can jump through to get yet another secret. Yeah! Well, the theory is it could handle anything, it's just what can your computer handle. I mean, areas like this one here, I still get a good frame rate, but the stream starts to chug a little bit. Like, I think my copy of Streamlabs combined with this is a bit much. Let's put the HUD back on and just melt this guy. Goodbye. Some platforming. I actually failed to jump. Ah, idiot. At least there's a lift here. So yeah, this map's pretty much finished. A couple of final touches need to be done, but for the most part, I'm just going to turn the AI back on so they can actually shoot me. Okay, I'm going to punch these guys. Not these guys. Ouch. Yeah, you guys can die. Yeah, that sort of does happen, but they're looking to do something where the blood sort of avoids your screen so you can still see through it, or it dithers, or something to obscure your view a bit less. Normally I'd pistol these guys because it's the most accurate thing I could use, but incendiary shotgun, why not? Hi there. Kind of forgot about that, dude. So what that switch there does, it turns on these buckets coming up here. I should probably kill the things first. Grab some ammo. Wow, that's the first time I've failed that jump in a long time. Could just walk around. Oh, I missed the timing for the bucket. But the next one's there, and the secret blue key is there. So there's small things I need to fix, like this piece here, before I can call this map completely finished. How about now? This hay is supposed to get up here, but obviously I kind of cheated by where I started on the map, so there's tons of enemies in here because I went pacifist earlier. Nice. Oh yeah, I need to get the red key. Probably shouldn't be playing anymore. I really need to have a break. Wow, he just jumped in after me. Get away. Huh. Don't know what he was doing. It does have some error checking, yes. The main error checker is like, have I pressed? No, it's just being stupid. There is a bug where you can have what's called a bad brush. So basically it's like a surface that's got less than 3 sides or something, and it doesn't really handle well. It has something that automatically detects and fixes them, so that's useful. But in terms of general mapping, like, there's not many errors you can make, the only one being, like, you've left the ability for the player to get out of bounds and fall infinitely. Yep, I put those exploding barrels there specifically for them. There is actually another instance of that coming up in a second. Can't believe I missed him at point blank. I'll reload before I go in here. So you hit the switch, you get a moment to grab some stuff out the windows, then all these dudes spawn in. And these two barrels lower down, so if you like sort of try and gather them up, you can go for some mass killings. Have the blood dripping from the ceiling and stuff. It's fun. Which makes the red key accessible. You get trapped in with this guy, so you just want to kill him quickly. As soon as he dies, this opens up. Then the whole place becomes like a maze, so you have to go around the whole thing again. They are reacting really slowly. Something's not right there. Yeah, so there's going to be a mix of like map sizes and stuff. I mean, this map does have a very wide mix of size areas, if that makes sense. Like the outdoors areas are quite broad, whereas the indoors are quite closed. But yeah, there'll be a mix. It won't always be as cramped as this area, for example. Whoops, went too far backwards. Okay, you just stand there and get stun locked by fire, that's fine. Gonna punch his face off. Yeah. So you can see there's some enemies that have spawned in over here. And that guy, I kind of forgot about him. So you can prepare yourself, you get a little bit of vision. Ooh, new Sunder release. Looking forward to it. Although admittedly it's way above my skill level. I'd be happy to give it a go. I've kind of put off playing what was released of Sunder for a long time because I just don't feel like I'm ready yet. I'll get there though, definitely. I did know that, and I'm very disappointed in Iron Maiden, the band. They don't need the money from it. And their claims are bullshit. This is probably why the enemies were reacting slowly. I've left a ton of enemies in here. This was not meant to happen. Obviously you'd normally kill everything as you go. Do I even have enough ammo to take care of all this? But yeah, if you want to do Slaughter map, I guess you can. I think some optimization's going to be happening in that regard. Oh, I have no health. I'm dead. But yeah, there are silly things you can do. I'm just going to have a quick look. Dumb shit. Bed map. Yeah, I made a bed. Out of metal. So if you want to do abstract stuff, go for it. Okay, Insane. I mean, I've got to go now anyway. I'm dying of sweat in here, so... Why did I play from there? That was a dumb place to go. So yeah, the things that do need resolving is draw distance on enemies. Because like these guys just teleport in when I get closer, which isn't good. But I know that's all going to be resolved at some point. I totally haven't given the player anything to work with here. Yep. Just try and keep out the Void Reaper's ranges and I'll be alright. Because they keep despawning and respawning with the draw distance. Oh dear, 9 health. This isn't boding well. Five health. And only 4 ammo, so I haven't even got enough to get rid of them. Yeah, so these guys disappear and reappear based on draw distance, so I'm glad about that, because they all spawn Skullfish, which you'll see. And now I'm fucked. I wonder how long I can survive for. The answer's going to be not long, I can tell, but... Shit. Bastard. Straight in my face. Alright, take care. Take care, Gazebo. Thanks for stopping by. It's been nice. And to everyone else who's here, I'm actually going to call it quits as well. So, thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope to see you on the next stream, whenever that may be. There's Immortal. One is the Bloater, just to answer. So this one's the Bloater. That one's the Void Reaver. That one summons the Skullfish. That one throws fireballs that stick to the floor. But yeah, my next stream will definitely be on Tuesday, but there is a chance, if I am in the mood later, to do another stream tonight, so although I'm not going to promise that one, so don't expect it. Anyway, thank you very much, and take care.